Hello everybody! Allow me to introduce to you our brand new little grandchild, Cassia! For those of you who are new to my channel, I'm Kerry-Lou. Welcome! This channel is usually about makeup, hair and skincare, but today it's all about the baby. For my regulars, you may have wondered why I haven't put up a video lately. So now you know. I've been a little preoccupied with our first grandchild. This is such an exciting time for me and Joe. We've been able to spend a lot of good time with the baby. People are asking me what she'll call me. I'm thinking Nana, as they do in England most of the time. Or when I'm all dressed up, ready to go out, maybe then she'll call me Glamour. My daughter and her husband live in Queens, but they were quarantining in a beautiful area in upstate New York for 2 months before the baby was due. It was a very peaceful time in their lives, away from the COVID-19 craziness that was going on in Queens in April. A week before the baby was due, they came to stay with me and Joe in New Jersey. We had also been quarantining for at least 2 months at that point. Now, my Jennifer is a petite young woman, but her preggy belly was quite big. If you saw her from behind, you wouldn't even know she was pregnant. She was all out in front. Here's a photo that her husband took just before she was going to have the baby. Jen gave birth in New York City. Here's some newborn photos of the lovely little Cassia. These are the first photos we saw of her. It really made me cry with happiness when I saw them. Cassia weighed 9 pounds 6 ounces when she was born, which is why Jen's belly was so big. While they were in the hospital, Joe and I went to the spare room to try to get it all organized, and we put together the pack and play, which was quite challenging. The instructions were terrible, but once we put it together, we thought it was well worth it. Now we're huge fans of the pack and play. It can take the place of a crib. It has a changing station, holders to store all the baby's supplies, and many more accessories. My son-in-law can now set this up in 5 minutes. It was such a blessing to be able to spend this time with Jen, Brent, and baby Cassia. To be able to spend time with your grandchild, right? At a time like this, 2 weeks at the beginning of her life, and to bond with her. We're really so thankful that we had that time. It meant a lot to us. One of the things I found with babies is that they have a very acute sense of smell, and newborns can recognize people by their smell. Also, they dislike strong fragrance. So if you're welcoming in a new baby into your life, you might want to start using unperfumed products or something very light. I started using Aveda Rosemary Mint Body Lotion, which has a very light natural fragrance. Aveeno also makes a wonderful baby lavender body lotion, which is great for baby and for grown-ups. It was heartwarming to see my daughter become a mother. Suddenly here was this little person that she would do anything for. My daughter had never even changed a diaper before. She had babysat, but usually they were toddlers or older. And she slid right into the role like she'd been doing it forever. Amazing. Of course, we're from different generations of mothering styles, and we actually learned a lot from each other. I think it's very important as a grandmother to listen to the new parents to see how they want to do things. For instance, at the hospital, a nurse showed my son-in-law how to swaddle the baby, and he really liked this technique. He showed us how, and that's how we did it. Brent's a good swaddler. Are there any grandmothers out there who have any wise words of advice for this first-time grandmother? I'd love to hear your tips in the comments below. I'm a first-time grandmother, so I'm no expert when it comes to what's out there for babies now. I'm learning as I go along, but there are a few things that we've found that have been lifesavers for us. So I put up a list of things that we like in the video description below if you're interested. So one of the things that I found that had changed over the years was the way the bedding was set up. Nowadays everything is very Spartan. Remember bumpers? They're a thing of the past. The baby is laid face up with no blankets. We did buy a couple of these though. They're called halo swaddlers. These halo sleep sacks keep the baby feeling secure without the risk of getting tangled up in blankets. They come in different weights so the baby can be warm and cozy without blankets. That took a little bit of getting used to for me, but now I think it's a great way of doing things. Look at that, a burrito baby, yay! When my children were babies, sometimes I'd let them stay in my bed after breastfeeding them. Breastfeeding made both of us so drowsy and we would fall into a delicious sleep for a while. Now, most baby experts are against co-sleeping because of the risk of suffocation or squashing the baby. So I understand these concerns, so why take the risk? We have morning lie-ins instead. I bring baby into our bed and we snuggle as I drink my morning coffee. We watch a little TV together. That way, Mummy and Daddy can get some much needed sleep. I can also put little Cassia into her lullaby, which is one of the best gifts you can get for new parents, believe me. It's a little portable bassinet that you can put on your bed or on the couch next to you. It has a sunshade so you can take it outside or to the park. I like the fact that it all folds up neatly into a backpack. While they were staying with us, we formed a team. We took shifts looking after baby Cassia so everyone could get some much needed sleep and look after themselves. Brent was on baby watch from 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. Jen from 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. And Joe and I would take 5 a.m. to whenever they woke up. We would take the lullaby and put it between us in our bed. Most of the time, we just loved to watch her sleep. While they were here, I would cook nice big meals. My son-in-law has started to enjoy cooking, so Brent and I would cook together sometimes. I would also make my daughter protein shakes and nag her to drink more water. Sometimes we have to do a little gentle nagging as mothers. Jen and her husband have gone back to their apartment in the city now. They're getting used to things and getting into more of a routine. I went to visit the other day and I took the baby for her first ride in her stroller. Yeah, that was so much fun. This is another thing that's changed so much over the years. When my babies were little, I used to use a pram and it was big and bouncy, like a mattress on wheels. Not so good for apartment living. This one's called the City Jogger. But don't expect me to do any jogging anytime soon. But this is great for going over uneven city sidewalks and for bumping up and down curbs. The kids still come out and stay the night once a week now, so we get to maintain our bond with our little angel Cassia, and they get to catch up on some much needed sleep. It's been amazing watching Jen and Brent become parents. Of course, you have your ups, and you have your more challenging moments. These first-time parents are doing a fantastic job and learning so quickly. They're a great team. I've really enjoyed sharing this wonderful experience with you, and I'll be giving you baby updates from time to time. And please let me know of anything that made your life easier with a new baby in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye!